Hey Zara, make sure dinner's ready for when I get back. It's been a long day at work and I want to be able to eat and relax when I get back. I don't want to have to be waiting around again whilst you try and sort it out, or worse yet, pull myself again.
I understand that you might have had a tough day at work, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to have anything ready by the time you get back.
What? Why not?
Well, I've been busy today too. In fact, I still am. I'm not sure I'll have time to make something for dinner before you're back. I'm sorry, baby, but that's just the truth. Maybe we could order in or something? There's that nice Chinese place just down the road.
No, I'm not ordering in. I don't want to spend money on food when we've got perfectly good stuff to eat at home. You just need to get off of your lazy butt and actually do something for once.
Excuse me? What do you mean I need to stop being so lazy? I'm nothing of the sort.
Well, that's just not true now, is it?
What do you mean? How am I in any way lazy and unhelpful?
How can you think that you're not? You don't have a job anymore because you've been fired, so you don't bring any money into the house and you've gotten incredibly fat. That's what happens to lazy people.
Okay, first off, I haven't been fired. I'm on maternity leave, for our baby, which also explains why I've gotten so big. Again, growing a human inside of you generally makes you gain a few pounds.
And, you could still clean the house or cook and make sure everything's in order and ready for when the husband, me, gets home. Seriously, it can't be that hard. All you need to do is actually put some effort into it and you could be a pretty good housewife.
I'm sorry?
That's okay.
No. I'm sorry because I had no clue that when I married you, I had signed up to become your bloody housemaid.
Well, what'd you expect? To just sit at home and do whatever you wanted? Spend all my hard-earned money on trivial junk and not even give anything back in return? The least you could do is clean up and cook.
Do you even hear yourself? You sound so sexist right now. I actually can't believe it. And for your information, I do clean up around the house. Way more than you do. You can't even be bothered to put your underwear in the wash at the end of the day. The hamper's right in the bedroom too. But no. You just dump everything on the floor and expect me to sort through all of your dirty stuff and clean up after you. Well, in case you haven't noticed, I'm not your mom, and you're not 5 years old anymore. If you want a maid, then you can hire one.
I'm not wasting my money on hiring a maid when you're more than capable of tidying up whilst I'm at work. You have nothing else to do all day, so I don't see why it's such a big deal.
I don't know where you've got this idea that I don't do anything all day, but it's not true. And even if I do very little, I think it's acceptable considering I'm literally supposed to go into labor any day now. Meaning I'm technically on bed rest so as not to hurt myself or the baby.
Whatever. Oh, actually, you just reminded me of something.
What?
My mom's coming to live with us when the baby's born. She's moving in over the next few days, so you'll need to sort the spare bedroom out for her to stay in.
Hang on. What? Why is your mom coming to live with us?
Because I asked her to.
Why would you ask your mom to come and live with us?
Because I want my kid to have a proper role model to look up to as he grows up, and I also want to make sure that he's taken care of properly. My mom is more than happy to do that.
But I am our baby's mother. I am the one who will look after him and do whatever needs to be done in order to make sure that he has a happy and healthy life.
Well, I don't think you will. Besides, my mom was the one who decided that she wanted to do this, and I was not about to deny her this opportunity.
Opportunity? This is my baby. I am not about to let someone else come in and raise him instead of me, even if it is your mom.
Just think of it this way, you can go and get your job back and start earning money again, and Mom can look after the baby. Everyone wins.
No, they don't, because I don't get to spend time with my son.
Look, I really can't be bothered to deal with your whining and crying. This is what is going to happen. Get over it. I mean, face it, at the end of the day, I'm the one earning all the money to pay for the house and the bills and whatever else you want, so you have to do what I say and accept whatever I decide. In this case, it's letting my mom move in with us and look after the baby. Now, I'm done with this discussion. Make sure you have dinner ready. I'll be back soon.
I really don't know where you get off on acting like such a jerk. If I had known you were going to be like this, I never would have married you.
I'm not being like anything. You're the one being selfish and stubborn.
You know what? You can cook your own dinner. I'm going out to eat. I won't be here when you get back.
Don't you dare! You can't go out. You gotta make my dinner. I forbid you.
Too bad. I'm not your dog, nor your maid. I can do what I want, which also includes taking care of my baby by myself.
We'll see about that.
I guess we will, won't we? I'm going. I'll see you later. Hey, Mom, you there?
Hey, sweetie, what's up?
Are you free to meet up?
When were you thinking?
Now, if possible?
Yeah, sure, I think I can do that. How come you want to meet up so suddenly? Has something happened?
It's Kyle. He's just been such a huge ass. I really could do with someone to talk to. I thought maybe we could go for some food, if you're up for it.
Yeah, of course. God, you must have done something bad if you need to head out for a while.
Oh, you have no idea. He literally just messaged me demanding that I make his dinner for him and have it ready for when he gets back home. It's like he was expecting me to be a 1950s housewife, waiting at the front door with dinner in one hand and a beer in the other.
Geez, that does sound kind of sexist.
Yeah, but that's not the worst part. He said that his mom is moving in with us so that she can take care of the baby when it's born. Can you believe that? She's apparently going to be taking my job of being a mother away from me, whilst I go and get a job to earn money.
Hang on, but he does know that you are the baby's mom, right? Why does he want his mom there?
He said that he trusts her more than me to take care of our baby.
That's just wrong, though. You're one of the kindest and most caring people I've ever met. And I'm not just saying that because you're my daughter. You would love that baby with your whole heart and do the best you possibly could for him. He can't just take that away from you. Besides, I'd be there to help you out if and when you need it as well.
Well, I don't know what to do.
Okay, I think you need to have a chat with his mom and tell her that, whilst it was a nice thought, you would prefer it if she didn't move in with you and that if you need her help, you will be sure to call her.
Do you really think that will work?
You can only try and hope for the best. But I'm always here if you need me for any reason.
I know you are, Mom. Thank you. I love you.
I love you too, sweetie.
Okay, well, I'll see you soon for dinner, but I'm just going to try and have that chat with Susan. The sooner the better, right?
Right. I'll see you at the restaurant then.
See you soon. Hi, Susan. It's Zara. I hope you're well. Kyle's just told me about your idea to come and live with us to help out with the baby. I'm really flattered that you want to be there for us, but I think moving in isn't really necessary. I'm sure if I could use your expertise, I will call you up. But for now, I think I'd just like to focus on my son by myself, if you know what I mean.
Zara, yes. My son told me that you might be messaging me about all of this.
Ah, so he feels the same way?
Of course not. My son wants me to move in with him so that I can actually look after his son instead of leaving it to an incompetent imbecile such as yourself. I mean, honestly, you've never had a child before, so you have absolutely no idea how to care for one.
Every woman has to be a first-time mom at some point, and the majority of those get by perfectly fine. I'm sure I'll be okay as well. If I need help, then I will ask you or my own mother. But until then, I want my house to remain as my house, and I don't want you coming in and trying to take over it.
Well, that's too bad. You can be as ungrateful as you want, but I am moving in and I am raising that baby.
You really aren't, Susan.
Yes, I really am. And if you don't believe me, you can ask your husband about it. Now, if you don't mind, I am packing the last of my things up, ready to move in. You better have cleaned out that spare room for me. Lord knows you usually keep the house like a pigsty.
No, I don't. And if you want to stay in the guest room, then you're going to have to clear it out yourself.
What? Right, that's it. My son will be hearing all about how you have treated me today. Mark my words.
I don't care. Now, goodbye, Susan. Kyle, quick! I need your help! I'm going into labor and I really need to get to the hospital.
What? Right now? Can't you hold it or something? I'm in the middle of a really important meeting.
It doesn't work like that.
Well, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to get to the hospital by yourself. Like I said, I'm in a very important meeting and I can't leave.
Kyle, I am having the baby now.
Yes, you said. but there's nothing really I can do about that, is there?
Whatever. I'm going to go and have this baby whether you're there or not.
Fine by me. Zara, how dare you talk to my mom the way you did? I can't believe you would be so disrespectful. Just who do you think you are? Now that you're done giving birth, hurry up and get home. I'm about to teach you a lesson.
My daughter has stopped talking to you.
Huh? Who is this?
It's me, Kyle, Zara's mom. I'm currently at the hospital with my daughter, and she has told me to tell you that she no longer wishes to speak to you. Also, she's moving out of the house and she's divorcing you.
Wait, what? She can't do that.
Actually, yes, she can.
But why? I'm her husband. She can't just decide that she doesn't want to be with me.
How can you call yourself her husband when you don't act like one? Proper husband would be right beside his wife as she gave birth to their first child, not held up in some meeting that he could have easily gotten away from. Also, a proper husband wouldn't just invite his mother to live with him and his wife without discussing it with her first. Zara has had enough. She simply can't deal with your selfish and sexist ways anymore. She's done with you.
Well, fine, but you tell her this. When she comes running to beg me to take her back, there will be a few conditions before I do. Mainly, she'll have to stop being lazy and start actually helping out around the house. I'll be expecting a proper clean home and dinner most nights. Once her temper tantrum is over, we can finally get things to how they're supposed to be.
You're going to be in for a rude awakening. There's nothing in this world that will make her want to go back to you.
We'll see.
Whatever. Zara will send the paperwork to you when she can. But for now, she and the baby will be staying with me.
Whatever, just try not to let this tantrum last too long. My mom will be wanting to have the baby to look after very soon. Hey Zara, you done ignoring me yet? My mom has moved in and she's getting impatient to see the baby. You also need to get back to work ASAP. Zara?
Oh, it's you. What do you want?
Did you not see my messages? It's time my mom had the baby.
Actually, no. I don't think it is time for that. In fact, it will never be time for that, considering I'm divorcing you and all.
You're not serious about that, are you?
Of course I am. I've already told you, I'm not coming back to you. I'm living with my mom at the moment, but I'm looking for a new place that I can move into with Freddie.
Hang on a moment.
Yeah, I'm way too busy to be your maid anymore. Looks like you're going to have to stop being lazy and actually get up off of your backside for once.
Wait, please come back, Zara. I mean, you can't just take my son from me. We can work this all out, surely.
No thanks. You've shown your true colors, and I'm not interested in your horrible, sexist behavior. I mean, trying to keep me away from my son is just ridiculous. I can't believe you would try and do that to me. There's no way I was letting that happen. Anyway, I've got to go. Freddie is due to wake up any minute for a feed. I'll be sending the divorce papers through soon. Goodbye, Kyle. I hope you have a nice life with your mom.
Wait, Zara, please.
After splitting up from Kyle, I felt as if a weight had been lifted from my shoulders. I was able to happily take care of my baby without worrying that someone else was going to try and come along and take him from me. I have been doing really well raising Freddie, and whilst it's not easy, I have had help off of my mom when I needed it. As for Kyle, I heard that his mom refuses to move out of his house and that she is driving him crazy with her behavior. He is constantly being told what to do and how to live. So much so that he is apparently looking for a new place to live, according to a friend who lives close by. But I don't care. At the end of the day, he made his decision to treat me like rubbish, and so I can be rid of him. If he asks to see his son, then I won't stop him, as he is his father and has a right to see him. However, he has yet to make that request. So, until then, me and Freddie will simply live happily together.
Okay, out with it. You might as well admit everything because I've seen the evidence with my own eyes. Can't lie to me about what you've been doing.
Huh? Oh, hey Shannon. Is everything okay? I'm not entirely sure what you're on about.
Don't try and act all innocent. I know what you and Thomas have been doing.
Me and Thomas? You mean your husband? My brother-in-law?
Yeah, I know you've been sneaking around with him, cheating on Luke with him.
Whoa. What? That's not true at all. I would never do something like that to Luke. I love him.
As if. I know you've been seeing Thomas, so you can't deny it.
That's not true in the slightest. I don't know what you've got in your head, but whatever it is, it's wrong.
So you weren't sneaking around with Thomas the other day when I saw you two together at that cafe?
Cafe?
Yeah, you know the one, the little coffee shop down the road from Thomas's work? What, got nothing to say about it now, huh? I even took a photo of you two together so I have proof.
Shannon, we told you that we were meeting there. We invited you to come with us, but you never showed up.
Well, that's the most ridiculous excuse I've ever heard. I was never given an invitation. You two were clearly trying to sneak around both of your spouses' backs. I don't know what Luke might say about it to you, but as for me, I think you'll definitely be hearing from my lawyer. You're definitely going to be getting a pretty big bill for what you've done.
What?
Scared now, aren't you? Oh, and don't worry. I'll make sure your husband knows all the details too.
There's nothing to know. Besides, Luke already knows I went to see his brother the other day. It's not some big revelation or anything.
You're lying. You're just trying to cover your tracks and make it seem like you've got nothing to hide by telling me that he already knows. If I think that, then you think I won't tell him that I saw you two and that you'll get away with your cheating. Well, it's not going to work. I'm still going to tell him that I saw you cheating on him with Thomas and that you've probably done more behind his back as well.
Fine. Tell him what you want, but I think he'll be more inclined to believe and trust his wife over you.
We'll see about that.
Hey, sweetheart. Look, I'm sorry to disturb you at work. I know you're busy and all, and that you're on an important business trip, but are you able to talk at the minute?
Hey, honey, no, it's okay. You're not disturbing me at the minute. I'm on break, actually, so I'm free to talk. Is everything okay? You sound a little worried.
Well, actually, I think something weird is going on here.
Weird? What do you mean?
Well, Shannon just messaged me, spouting a bunch of nonsense and threatening me with her lawyers. She said something about me needing to pay a lot of money for what I've done to her.
What does she mean by that? What does she think you've done?
She thinks that I'm cheating on you with Thomas.
Wait, my brother?
Yeah. You know the other day when I went to see Thomas at that cafe and had a chat with him about a certain someone's birthday that's coming up?
Oh, yeah, I know about that, and yet you still won't tell me what you two have planned.
And you won't be finding out until your birthday either. Me and your brother have put a lot of effort into the surprise, and we are definitely not going to be revealing it too soon.
So, what's Shannon's problem? I mean, I swear you said that you invited her along to talk to you about it as well.
Yeah, I did, but she never showed up. Instead, she's insisting that I never told her about the plan to meet up, that it's all some massive cover-up of mine, so that she won't tell you I met with your brother, which in her mind means I'm having an affair with him. The ridiculous thing is, well, more ridiculous than the rest of this, is that she even came by the cafe just to take a photo of me and Thomas sitting at a table together and talking.
So, let me get this straight. You invited her to the coffee shop, she decided not to go with you and her husband, but instead stopped by outside and took a photo of you two together so that she could use it as evidence that you and Thomas cheated with each other?
Yep, pretty much. Crazy, right?
Definitely crazy. I've always thought that Shannon's not quite right. She always gave off a horrible feeling whenever I was around her. Like she would rather be somewhere else or talking to someone else. Like I didn't matter and the only one who mattered to her was her. You remember at her and Thomas's wedding when I was trying to talk to Thomas and to congratulate him, but every time I tried talking to him, she would conveniently appear and take him away? It wasn't only me she did this for either.
I remember. Every time Thomas started talking to someone, Shannon would walk over to him and steal his attention. She'd either take him off to talk to him alone or send him off to do something for her, away from the rest of the guests. And if it was a woman he was talking to, then she shot them the dirtiest look ever. She even did it to me. I was laughing with him at something and she came over, glared at me, and took him off somewhere.
I remember, jeez, it was like she couldn't stand the thought of him talking to anyone and having a good time. But then she was off and flirting with every man she thought looked nice.
Hang on. You're right. She was flirting with a lot of men. I always thought she was just a bit tipsy and that she was being friendly. But now that I think back on it, she did seem a bit too close to some people that night, especially for a just married woman.
You don't think?
It could be. She might be trying to deflect.
I better tell Thomas then, see what he wants to do. I'm not letting my brother stay in the dark about this. As for you, B, I would feel a lot more comfortable if you were able to stay with someone whilst I'm not there. I don't know what Shannon might do, but I don't think I'd like to find out. Even if she just comes around to the house to bother you, I'd rather she not stress you out or anything like that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Don't worry. I can stay with my parents for the remainder of the time that you're away. They won't mind.
Okay, good. I'll try and get back a bit early if I can.
Okay, well, I'll see you soon. I love you.
I love you too. See you soon. Hey bro, you free?
Luke? Yeah, I can talk. What's up?
Okay, this is gonna sound very strange. I don't know the word for it, but basically, B just told me that Shannon messaged her today, accusing her of having an affair with you.
What?
Yeah, precisely what I thought.
Where on earth would she get an idea like that from?
Apparently, instead of joining you and B the other day at the cafe to discuss my birthday surprise, which neither of you will tell me about, she simply took a photo from outside and is claiming that it's proof that you're cheating on her.
But that's ridiculous. First of all, I don't see B in that way. She's like a sister to me. And secondly, you're my brother. I would never do anything to hurt you, especially not that.
I know, you don't have to worry about that, but with how insistent she was about you two having an affair, it did make me think whether she was trying to project something onto you.
What? Like, do you think she's having an affair with someone?
I don't want to say anything without concrete evidence, but it sounds like she was acting quite strange.
Well, to be honest, for a little while now, she's been acting odd. At home, she's taken her phone with her wherever she goes. I've also noticed that she's changed her phone's passcode, and she's been going out a lot more lately. She said that she was meeting her friend because she's going through a tough time. I didn't think much of it because no one wants to not trust their partner, but now she's done this with B, I think I might have to look into things further.
I'm sorry to bring this kind of thing to you, though. I wouldn't like thinking that my partner was being unfaithful.
I'd rather know than be kept in the dark and treated like a fool. Anyway, we don't know for sure what's happening.
You're right. Best not to make assumptions before there's proof.
Okay, then I guess I'll let you know if I find anything out.
Okay, then I'll see you soon.
I'll see you soon.
Bea, where are you? You're not at your house. So, where are you right now? It better not be with my husband.
Oh, Shannon, it's you. I'm not there at the moment, as you can see, and I won't be there for a little while.
Well, fine then. I'll just wait until you come back.
You'll be waiting a while then. I won't be back for a few days.
What? Well, where are you? We need to sort this whole thing out. You need to compensate me for having an affair with my husband. I figured you want to keep this quiet from your husband, so I haven't told him anything yet, and I won't as long as you give me what I want.
And what's that then?
Oh, I don't know. How about 20,000?
You want $20,000?
Well, it's either that or you lose your marriage. Your choice.
Wow, so we were right about you. I mean, I had my suspicions, but I hoped I was wrong, for Thomas's sake.
Huh?
We know all about what you've been doing, Shannon. You've been caught.
I don't know what you mean.
Hi, Shannon. It's Luke here. I thought I'd use Bea's phone so that all these messages could stay together. Easier that way.
Luke?
Yeah, that's right.
Well then, if you've read through these messages, you'll see how Bea has been cheating on you with your own brother. I was going to tell you, but...
But you wanted to try and extort some money out of her first? Yeah, I saw. And, by the way, I know that she hasn't been cheating on me. Unlike you with my brother.
What? What do you mean?
We know all about you and your boyfriend. Charlie, was it?
But how do you...
Well, after you started accusing Bea of having an affair with your husband, we thought that something funny was going on. And then Thomas told us how you had started to be more secretive and how you started going out more and coming home late, claiming that your friend needed help. But that was a lie, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. You're the one lying, trying to make excuses because you don't want to believe that your wife is cheating on you with your brother.
I thought you might say that. But you see, Thomas wanted to be sure of the truth, so he decided to hire a private detective to see if his suspicions were correct. Sadly for him, they were. You've been cheating on him for quite a while now, haven't you?
I can't believe he paid someone to spy on me. That's a violation of my privacy.
Well, you won't have to worry about your privacy anymore. You'll have all the privacy you want.
What do you mean?
Haven't you noticed? Thomas has gone. He's moved out and left you. I mean, I suppose you've been so caught up in yourself and your affair that you never noticed he was slowly moving his things out these last couple of days.
Oh my god. I just checked and all of his stuff is gone. But why? Why would he leave?
Because you're cheating on him?
No. He was never supposed to find out though. I was...
Going to make him divorce you and then take as much money from him as you could? Yeah, we know. But like I said, we've got lots of evidence that you're the one who has been cheating, and any judge in their right mind would never side with you. If anything, they might even make you pay Thomas for isolation of affection, or whatever the technical term for it is. But what was it you said to my wife? You better start saving because you're in for a big bill?
But that's not fair. He was the one cheating on me. I should be the one to be given compensation.
Are you still trying to get away with that excuse? We all know it's a lie. No one is believing you. At least be mature enough to admit to what you've done and take responsibility for your despicable behavior. It's the least you owe my brother.
But I've not done anything wrong. So what if I went and had a bit of fun with someone else? It doesn't mean that I was in the wrong. It's only wrong if the man cheats on his wife.
Oh, wow. I can't believe you just said that. That's so wrong and just plain vile. Of course it counts if the woman cheats on her husband. You don't get a pass to cheat whenever you feel like it. Don't you care about how you've hurt my brother? He loved you and he trusted you. He wanted to create a life with you and spend his time having fun and simply being with the woman who he loved. And you went and threw all that away. And for what? You know what though? Whilst I hate how it's happened, I'm glad that he's left you. I always thought that you never deserved my brother. He was much too kind and nice to be with someone so selfish and self-centered. I don't know what he saw in you, but I respected his feelings and didn't say anything when he said that he wanted to marry you. But now that he's seen what a horrible woman you are, I am glad to say that I can't wait for you to finally be gone from my family.
Wow, what a way to talk to your sister-in-law.
Actually, as of yesterday, you're my ex-sister-in-law.
What?
Thomas filed for divorce yesterday. The papers should be coming to you very soon.
But...
Oh, and he's also decided to sell his house. He said that he wanted to start fresh and use the money to get his own place. He's got people coming to look around it in a few days, so you'll have to be gone by then. And considering the house is in Thomas's name, you've got no claim to be there.
He can't do that. Where am I supposed to live?
You can move in with your boyfriend.
He lives in a horrible one-bedroom flat. I can't live in that.
Well, looks like you're tough out of luck then. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Don't bother messaging me or anyone in my family ever again. We're all done with you, and you're not welcome in our lives anymore.
No, wait, please.
Goodbye.
Well, my brother went ahead with the divorce as planned. He used all the evidence his private detective had gathered and made a very clear case that Shannon had been cheating on him for quite a while and that she had come up with a plan to try and take as much money from him as possible with her boyfriend. Needless to say, things didn't work out how she wanted them to. The judge ruled in Thomas's favor and he didn't have to pay her a single dollar. In fact, she was ordered to pay him. Because of this, she had to get a job for the first time in her life. She now works in a family restaurant as a dishwasher. As for Thomas, he's doing alright. He was sad to begin with, as he truly loves Shannon, but he's getting to terms with his new single life. Though I don't think he'll be single for long, as he's recently met a really nice woman who he seems to have hit it off with. And I hope he finally finds his true happiness in a woman who loves him like he loves her. But as his brother, I'll be there for him every step of the way.